Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
David Benavidez was afraid to get in the ring with Canelo Alvarez. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. In post-fight, Canelo Alvarez called David Benavidez into the ring. The footage is on Box Azteca, Michael Benson, and Talk Sport. And the fact that Canelo Alvarez was calling this man to get into the ring, begging this man to get into the ring. And David Benavidez stood there like a coochie shaking on a tree. It didn't make any sense. Think about it. Imagine being a guy like David Benavidez calling out Canelo this entire time and being terrified to get into the ring when you were called. You were said, hey, Canelo's this, Canelo's that. I want to fight him. I'm the man. I'll knock him out. Okay, Canelo said, come on, get into the ring post-fight. David Benavidez refused. This man looked like a complete and utter coward. I guess he doesn't want to end up like Jaime Munguia, beaten and battered, because David Benavidez doesn't have defense. David Benavidez has a suspect chin, and David Benavidez's power is questionable. So at the end of the day, we know that Canelo Alvarez, he's went on record and saying, he can beat David Benavidez easy. So let's see the fight. At the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez is not afraid of any of these guys. Begged David Benavidez to get in the ring, and Benavidez acted like a coochie shaking on a tree, refused to get in the ring. I mean, this man could not locate his nuts. He should have looked in his wife's purse because he couldn't find his nuts anywhere. Think about this. David Benavidez told Canelo Alvarez in the past, why are you afraid of me? So you're talking about Canelo being afraid, but you're the one that wouldn't get in the ring. Who's the real coward? Make that make sense. Okay. David Benavidez said more recently on the Fresh and Fit podcast, hey, Canelo Alvarez, he needs to stop being afraid of me. He also said Canelo Alvarez is being disrespectful towards him. So a man that's being disrespectful towards you, you won't get in the ring and confront him face to face, man to man. I mean, Canelo's been disrespectful towards you, according to David Benavidez. Canelo's afraid of him, according to David Benavidez. And so when Canelo invites you into the ring, you should have went in there, stood on business, and checked Canelo right there, if you were the guy you said you were. But you're not. You're no different than the Charlo brothers or any of these guys. You just talk a good game, but you're not really about it. You stood there shaking like a coochie on a tree. It really don't make any sense. We see why Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing, because he literally fights everybody. Look at his resume. The last time David Benavidez fought 3 prime undefeated world champions were never. The last time David Benavidez ever unified a belt was never. I mean, let's keep that same energy. Canelo Alvarez has proven his greatness time and time again, and he called David Benavidez to step into the ring, but he was too afraid. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.